What's up, guys? Jessa here from Sycamore Ridge, and today I want to talk to you about finances. This app, I've mentioned it before, but this app is hands down the most helpful finance app that I've used. Now, I know you're probably bouncing around a little bit there because I'm on a not so great road, but I got to multitask today. So let me talk to you about this app. It's called Qapital, and it's spelled with a Q. So Melissa and I always joke around and we call it Qapital, but it's said Qapital. So it's Qapital. Qapital. Ugh, this is bouncing so much. And what this app helps you do is save money without even thinking about it. Have you ever been like to the grocery store and they ask you to like round up for charity or something, right? So everybody does that, right? I hope you do. I always do. It's an easy way for me to go, yeah, sure, whatever, and it just rounds it up. So that's one way you can save money on this app. There are tons of other ways to save money on this app. And you can set up all these different rules to help you save. So say your goal is you want to save 10 bucks out of every paycheck. Set up a rule for that. Say that you want to do that 52-week challenge that you see around Facebook sometimes, where the first week you save $1, and the second week you save $2, and so on and so forth, until you're saving for 52 weeks. Say you have a guilty pleasure, you have an Amazon addiction, and you have a goal of spending less than $100 a month on Amazon. And 1 month, you spend $50 on, so you hit your goal. So to reward yourself, you can set up a rule that will save the difference of whatever you spend. So you just save $50. It's awesome. There's all these different rules that you can set up for using Qapital. So what type of things would you want to be saving for? And what's this even have to do with homesteading? Okay, it is, I don't know, let's make up a scenario, okay? So you're saving up for vacation this summer. You've been saving all year, whatever your own personal before this app, okay, back in time. And you're saving up for vacation. And you're putting money away into your savings, doing the transfers and all this, whatever it is you do. If you put 50 bucks into a coffee can every week, saving up for vacation. Then, if you're anything like me, this time of year rolls around and you want to buy a bunch of plants and stuff. It's a little extra money than what your budget calls for. So you decide, I'm going to take a little bit out of the vacation fund. And then next thing you know, your air conditioner goes out. There goes that vacation fund. So now let's fast forward and you've got Qapital. So what I do is I set up what I call sinking funds. And this is not a term I made up, but a sinking fund. So you're putting a little bit into it every week, every month, whatever, for something that you know is coming. Vehicle maintenance, vacation, Christmas, birthday, emergency pet expenses, some goal, something fun you want to buy, a barn that you put money toward. You can save for each of those things, and you can set up a rule for each of those savings. I've got a savings for vacation. Well, I don't know when I'm going to take vacation. I don't have a date set. It's not anything really important right now. So I just have like savings set up for every time I hit 10,000 steps, I save $2 or something. I don't know. And you set up these rules how you want them to work. Now, what if you're saving, and then, oh my gosh, I've got all this money coming out of my account, and I don't have any money in my account. Something happened. That's okay, because when you set up your Qapital, you can set it up to where when your bank account gets under a certain amount, Qapital shuts off. Put the brakes on. We're not going to take your money out and put it in Qapital. You can also go in, look at all your rules, and just shut it off, and it'll tell you if there's any upcoming transfers that are being canceled. Or something happens with your bank account and, oh crap, I don't have any money in my bank account. All my money is in my Qapital account, and I need it in my bank account. That's okay. You can get a card, a debit card for Qapital. So you can transfer that money out of your rainy day fund that you set up in Qapital to your Qapital debit card. You can use it just like a regular debit card. It's a Visa. You can use it anywhere. maybe you and your spouse, significant other, business partner, whatever, say that you and your spouse, you have a mutual goal. You want to buy something for your business or whatever. Or you and your husband or wife, you want to save for Christmas together. So they have a feature called the Dream Team. And you can set up a goal. You each are contributing towards that goal. Now, what if you're setting this up with someone that, I don't know what you're doing. You've only been dating for a couple months. I don't know why you're doing that. But no fear, because you can only take out what you've put in. But there are some other transparency features on there. And, money is that's what causes a lot of fights. You can set it up to where you can both see each other's accounts and transactions. Or you don't have to. You don't have to do that either. It's just a feature on there with your Dream Team. The other nice thing is you're in a situation where you need a transfer real quick. You can transfer money to your Dream Team. They can't come get it, but you can transfer money to them, to their spending account. That's pretty cool. It's really handy. What else? If you want to save money and then invest it, that's another feature on there. And it's really simplified. I do have an investment account on there. I don't put any more money on it. It's just kind of like a savings that I can get to. It's just, I don't worry too much about it. But it's a nice feature just to get you started investing in something. I love it. Those are the things that I use the most on it. Now, cost. This is not a free app, but it is very reasonable. It starts at $3 a month. There's a $6 a month tier, and then there's the $12 a month tier. Now, all those features that I just rattled off, they fall into different tiers. I don't know what tier involves all that stuff, but I would say it's worth it. Even at $12 a month, that's less than you pay for Netflix right now. It is so worth it. If you're like me, you need to save just kind of mindlessly. That's kind of the best way to do it. You can round up and save money. You can save $1 for every deposit over $5. You can set it. It's so customizable. And, I've heard a phrase, save until it hurts. And you can do that. Save until it hurts and then shut it off. Don't worry about it. Complete a goal and don't worry about it for a while. Whatever it is, it's just pretty slick. Just have fun with it and save money. You kind of hide it from yourself. It's mindless in a way that you're saving without thinking about it, but it can also be mindless in a way that you don't see it all the time, so it grows, and then you go in the app and check and go, whoa, look at all this money I've got. So, why am I telling you about this? Because I think it's super useful for anybody. Like I said, it's my favorite financial app. It's not a budgeting app or whatever. It's just for savings, and it's so darn handy and useful, customizable. And I'm not just saying this. I really do use it every day. I'm going to show you mine. So you can see at the top there, my accounts. So how much is in my checking account. You can link multiple bank accounts. And then it's also got my spending account. So that's the one with the little pie chart there with $58 in it. And then partner is Melissa's account. So we have the Dream Team thing. And I won't show you all hers, but you can see how that works. Then I've got my private goals. So sinking fund that I was talking about, vehicle insurance. I know I'm going to have vehicle insurance due every 6 months. That's how I pay mine. And instead of panicking when I get that bill, I have set up a sinking fund. So I will click on that and show you what that is. So I just have the default picture there. It's mountains. I set it for $1,300. So I'm at $110, 8% of the $1,300. I do have an upcoming transfer, so I can tap on that and it'll show you what is scheduled and what is available. So I click on that scheduled and I can actually cancel that deposit if I decide, I just can't afford that 44 cents right now. This one is already available, so I cannot cancel it. It's already telling me money's on the way, and it's going to be in this account tomorrow, Thursday the 15th. So what rules do I have? This is the savings rule that I have set up for my vehicle insurance. It's going to round up by the next dollar, and it's going to take it from my banking account, and that is what that is. Now I can delete that, I can set up different ones, whatever. House stuff, that's just kind of a general one I have. Christmas shopping, okay? So if it's got this little clock in the right-hand corner, that means there's a transfer on the way. So there's the upcoming transfer, and that's a round up by $1. I can also click on activity, and it will show me those purchases that I rounded up on. So that's kind of cool too. There's that HSA account. This Build Wealth, see, has no funding. Now if I want to add rules, I can do that. This is that stock account that I was telling you guys about. So this is my portfolio. Originally I set the goal for $5,000. I can tap on it and it will give me the chart, some value, my return rate, management fees. So I've earned $227 since I invested in this. Then I've got my pet fund, which is funded. I need to reactivate that one, but I was doing a 5% of deposits over $50 on that. And I can go ahead and cash that one out because that fund is fully funded. But it was actually $500, but I've cashed some out and I need to start that one again. Shared goals, like I said, Melissa and I haven't really actively messed with this a lot, but there's our Colorado one. And you can see this is one that we just kind of played with. So $386.70 of that is what I saved. Melissa has saved no money towards it. And then this is where I'm at on those rules. So that's a step challenge one. So you can see I don't have a lot of steps on that. Let's see what it is like to set up a new goal. So I'm going to create a savings goal. And let's just say I just want to start saving. And I can take a photo. So let's take a picture here. All right, we're going to use that beautiful picture. And we're going to just start saving. And how much would I like to save? Let's say $500. Start funding your goal. So I click on that and la-di-da. And these are all of the rules that you have to choose from. So those are pretty nifty. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of these, but these are their if this, then that. So if you have a Fitbit, you can set it up in conjunction with your Fitbit. If you use Alexa, Google Assistant, that is just a few of the options you have for your rules. So let's say payday. That one's straightforward. I want to save, I can save any percentage of my paycheck, 1%, and any deposit over $550, whatever, you name it. And then you just hit set up and you're rocking and rolling. Now I don't want to do that because that would be scary. Okay, and I can also get a jump start and transfer money from all these accounts into that account. And then I'll just go ahead and close that goal. I don't need that. So you can set up reoccurring transfers, look at your activity. These are some of the different, you can set up direct deposit, transfer money. So I can send Melissa money if I need to. And then this is what I wanted to show you guys, and I'll have that link in the description. If I refer 3 friends, I get $100, and this changes, they have promotions and things like that. I would love it if you guys used my code. If you want to try this app out, like I said, it is pretty stinking awesome. See, my total capital balance, $3,000, and I haven't even thought about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you get something out of it. You'd be nuts if you didn't. Like I said, this is an awesome app. It has bailed my butt out several times, just putting a little bit of money away every week Don't even think about it. And then something happens, you've got that extra emergency fund that you don't even have to think about. I've got an emergency fund that I keep at a certain balance in my bank account. That's the don't touch it account. This is kind of my, is it really an emergency? Yeah, well, I don't have to feel guilty about taking money out of that account. That's just how I set up my personal finances. Personal finances are personal. You set it up for how it's going to work for you. All right, guys, I'm getting off my soapbox. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will catch you on the next video. Later. So here's where some of the pitfalls are. I preface this with it's Melissa. Now, why do I say that? Melissa has a real problem with technology. Anything, it'll work perfectly for me. Put it in her hands, and the thing just like has some sort of malfunction. I don't know what it is. Maybe they should use her for like testing anything, phones, technology. I don't know. It's just like, here, you do it. Boop, 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 boop. Works fine for me. I don't know what it is. So let's talk about bad experiences with the app. Straighten out. All right, so Melissa, I got her convinced to get the app, right? She downloaded it, no problems. She went to connect it with her bank account, I think is what it was, and had some sort of problem. And ordered the card, got the card, has not been able to activate the card. Now, granted, I didn't have any of these problems. Everything went seamlessly for me. She put in an IT ticket, so it's connected to her bank account now. I don't know if she's even tried to activate her card. She's just saving a little bit, kind of here and there. We do have a dream team. Oh, excuse me. I don't even think we have a goal together yet. So it kind of put a bad taste in her mouth. If you're not an app person, or I don't even know. Like I said, I hate to turn anybody away from it because it's just so awesome to me. I just have loved it so much. But if you are a person that has an issue with technology, maybe take it in chunks. Woo, it is rough road. I don't know. I say try it. I have not had any security issues with it. No problems. I've had issues with my bank account in the past. Nothing with this app. It has worked perfect. It uses, I think they call it Plaid technology, which you'll see on a lot of finance apps, to connect your bank accounts to it. It just works really slick. Holy buckets. What are you doing? Guy was in the middle of the freaking road. Thought I was the one distracted. Okay,